Greetings, everyone, and welcome to our daily chanting here in December 2020. It is Sunday, December 20th, 2020. Oh my goodness, that's an omen. My name is Sucharita. For those of you who don't know me, wishing you all a very warm welcome on this beautiful holiday season evening here in Eastern Standard Time. And it's always a pleasure and an honor to be of service and support, opening up the door for people to join from all around the world and rejoice in the light and peace of the season. So 'tis the season to be full of joy. And where does that come from? Within. And Dr. Pillai has been so happy that we have been gathering together and cultivating this energy, this intelligence that is coming in from the cosmos. And then it is lighting up our chakra system. It's lighting up our brain. It's lighting up our bodies. It's lighting up our consciousness. And then that is spilling over into the world around us. So many people have been challenged during this year of COVID, and we're coming to a close. And who have we been? Well, if you've been studying with Dr. Pillai and joining these free community calls for the past several months, then you know, wow, we are so blessed to have navigated these tricky times with grace and ease. So welcome everyone who has been joining for the past several months, and then those of you who just jumped on during this call series, and those of you who are brand new. This is wherever you are is where you need to be. So don't worry that you're just starting or you're coming and going and you're filling your cup up. It doesn't really matter to Dr. Pillai, because he knows at the level of the soul who's going to come and participate. So thanks everyone for joining, cultivating this group energy so that we can bring this Arul consciousness, this omniscience, omnipotence, and omnipresence, this all-knowing, all-powerful, and it's present everywhere. Inside of us, outside of us, in the cosmos, and everywhere in between. So we are going to own that kingdom within, that queendom within, with this Arul consciousness, this mantra practice that Dr. Pillai is going to be guiding us through. So we can set our intention, if you'd like, to ask for the grace and blessings to help you out with a certain problem or a situation, whether it's related to finances, your health or well-being, whether it's related to relationships, and those are relationships of all kinds, not just your family or very close relationships, everyone you interact with. Are you spreading joy, light, and peace? Or are you holding back for some strange reason? So Arul consciousness will help you to have that miracle moment at any given point in time when we come out of this meditation and continue to practice it in our everyday life. And we've been hearing from some of you where you've been sharing that all of a sudden you wake up in the middle of the night and Arul is going on in your brain and in your body and you're vibrating, or you're in a tricky situation in your life, your everyday life, and all of a sudden Arul comes to you and you start chanting and you're like, whoa, how come I'm chanting that? I'm not even thinking about it. So it's something that will go beyond the body, beyond the mind, beyond the soul even. It is mercy, it is compassion, it is grace. And that's what we need to guide us so that we can move through tricky times with more ease and then manifest as we go along. So it's not something we're just going to have a touchy-feely experience. In fact, some people may not. Some people may have a really ratchety experience or have been in their life, and they can't believe it. Hey, I'm meditating, I'm chanting, I'm praying. Why are these bad things happening? Well, it's good because then it's all coming up to the surface. It needs to come up to our awareness where we will say once and for all, no more. So Dr. Pillai is all about changing our destiny, and Arul consciousness is the key or the secret that will unlock the door inside of you that says, there's skeletons there and it's kind of scary. So Arul will say, that's okay. That was who you were in the past, or maybe in past lives, and you're just finishing it up now. Or perhaps you have some challenging memories, or perhaps you are not able to clear out all this negative congested energy around the different areas of your life. And especially during this holiday season where we're really anxious and we don't know how we're going to be interacting with our friends, our family members, our colleagues, our coworkers, because everyone is super stressed. So it's coming to this peak experience, and we want to say peekaboo, and we want to go into a new realm. We are multidimensional beings, and that's what Dr. Pillai is going to give us the experience of. Regardless of when it is that you have been joining Dr. Pillai's teachings and communing with this community, it doesn't matter. We are here right now, and this is the eternal moment, and we're going to live it. So whatever happens to you, trust that that is going to be the exact thing that you need to do. So even if you're struggling, even if you can't concentrate, we've got a light behind us. So I'm going to be moving away from the screen, and I will shift the camera so that it will be right on the image of Dr. Pillai, the image of Jesus there, and then the image of this sacred mantra that says, turn your body into light, which means that you will be light in your thinking, you will have lightness in your being, you will heal your diseases, you will no longer be in dis-ease or anxious or doubtful. So it's the season of having full faith and birthing in this Christ consciousness or this Arul consciousness or nature, if you will, God consciousness, Goddess consciousness. It doesn't matter what you call it. It's going to be something that wakes up inside of you and you will know it. So many people have been sharing that they're vibrating, they're buzzing, they feel like they're on a rocket ship ride. So please, if you're sitting up and you kind of go off into a deep meditative state, and you don't know whether you're chanting out loud or someone else is chanting, you're going to have a mystical, magical experience. So let go, let God, let Goddess, let Arul consciousness, let Dr. Pillai keep guiding you. Grab onto his voice as your touchstone if you drift off or if you get off in a tangent of thoughts or a mosh pit of energies that you're just like, ugh, I can't get rid of this. So leave it in the space, even throw it into the flame. That's what the flame is all about. The divine is going to come into this ghee lamp and it's going to light up these images, and you may experience a spiritual transmission, or darshan in Sanskrit, which means that some other intelligence is going to come in. And whenever there's fire, you're going to purify. So purify your body, your mind, your soul. Some people may have cathartic releases. You might be really emotional. You might be teary-eyed and you're like, what the heck is happening? So just go with it. If you pass out, that's okay too. Maybe just, set your alarm so that you can pop off maybe in about 25 minutes, because that's how long the meditation will take. And trust me, it goes by very, very quickly. So set the stage, set your intention for what it is that you want help with, what it is that you want mercy and compassion, and the ability to forgive. Maybe not necessarily forget at this point, although that will happen too. You'll be like, what? Who was that? I don't remember that. And that's grace and ease. We have to get rid of everything that's tethering us to the past, that is not allowing us to be free and happy and joyful and forgiving others as well as ourselves, letting go of guilt, letting go of anger, frustration, depression, poor me, all that stuff. Delete. So throw it into the fire and you will experience perhaps some images coming into your mind's eye, into your third eye, or you might feel this vibration in your body again. It's up to you what's going to happen, and everyone's going to have their own personal experience. So trust in letting go, letting Dr. Pillai guide you to awaken the secret of omniscience, omnipotence, omnipresence, Arul consciousness, A-U-Il. Those are the sounds. So God bless. Thanks so much for joining, and we're going to get started. So closing your eyes and putting your attention internally, we're going to start to get the grace and blessings of the Kundalini energy that starts from the base of the spine and then moves up like a lightning rod. It's going to shoot up and pierce all the chakras that are aligned on the spine. And then that rod of light or ray of light is going to shoot up through the skull and into the space like a searchlight, seeking out this Arul consciousness, which is so merciful. It's so compassionate. It's so forgiving. And we will feel it. We will know it. It's not just going to be on an intellectual level. You will feel something releasing from you. So closing your eyes, putting your attention internally. We're going to call on Ganesha to remove the obstacles for this experience to be a deepening of your Arul consciousness, your higher self, wisdom, if you will. God, goddess, you got to know that you're connecting. You can be gazing into the lamp, or maybe shutting off the light. You may see images. Don't worry. We're all going to talk about it as we come back from our meditation. Set your intention, your prayer for what it is that you want to light up and have a miracle. That's what Arul consciousness is as well. It's miracle consciousness. So your eyes are closed. You're going internally. You're going to imagine a reddish orangish light pouring down your legs into your feet and toes. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Now visualize a ray of light shooting up your backbone. Piercing all the chakras on the way up. Feel the energy coming alive, the Kundalini energy coming alive from the base of the spine, up, 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 with that light. Now imagine all the chakras opening with these secretive sounds, with Dr. Pillai's grace and blessings. Base of the spine. Move up to the heart center, middle of the chest. Move up to the throat. Clear the throat. Move up to the middle of the brain, third eye. Float back down to the base of the spine, the tailbone area, and even down the legs into the feet. Connect with the earth element. Na, 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 na. Move into the navel. Fill the belly with water. Ma, 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 ma. Move up to the heart center, middle of the chest, also down the arms and hands. Set them on fire. She, 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 she. Move into the throat, the mouth, the nostrils. Connect with the air element or prana. Va, 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 va. Now the two eyes, keep them steady and still. The right and left brain. Connect with the ether, the Akash, or space. Ya, 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 ya. Now, imagine Dr. Pillai appearing before you in a form you're familiar with or a light. Be absorbed by the light. Be immersed in the light, radiating out from Dr. Pillai. Your pores of your skin become like a sponge, soaking up this divine energy, intelligence, karma-busting light, full of joy and happiness, peace, intelligence, mercy, compassion. Two beams of light enter your eyes, piercing your eyeballs, filling them with light. Two beams of light enter your ears, piercing your eardrums, filling them with light. The inside of your head lights up, your brain lights up, your face lights up. Two beams of light shoot up the nostrils. A beam of light enters the mouth, the tongue lights up, tip of the tongue, middle of the tongue, back of the tongue, and the throat. Pour the light in your throat. Diffuse the stubborn karma in the throat with the light. A beam of light enters your forehead, activates the pituitary, pineal glands, third eye, in the middle of your brain. A beam of light pierces the top of the skull, enters your brain, sets it on fire. All your neurons fire in your brain. The whole body lights up. The brain is lit up. You're vibrating with the light of Dr. Pillai, shifting your destiny, increasing the speed of the light. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. You can keep your eyes closed as we go through the process with Dr. Pillai, or you can open them, or you can open and shut them as you wish. Enjoy the practice.
Close your eyes and listen to the sound. Now put this sound on different sense organs, particularly the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and the brain. Now put this sound on your right eye. Embrace bliss, embrace joy, embrace happiness. This sound also will generate light, very bright light, like the sunlight. So imagine your body is full of light. Go to the left eye. Also receive the light. The whole body is filled with light. The 2 ears. The tongue. Over the tongue. From the throat, the tonsils area. Inside the brain. Now put this sound on your right eye. Embrace bliss, embrace joy, embrace happiness. Go to the left eye. Imagine your body is full of light. The 2 years. Receive the light. The tongue. Receive the light. Over the tongue. On the throat, the tonsils area. Inside the brain. Imagine your body is full of light. Your body is full of light. Don't allow any other thought, just this chanting. The whole body is vibrating the sound. On the right eye. Left eye. The 2 ears. The 2 nostrils. Inside the brain. Spin the sound inside the brain. Arul, 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 arul. On the right eye, receive the light. Left, right, receive the light. The 2 ears, receive the light. The two nostrils receive the light. Inside the brain, receive the light. Spin the sound inside the brain. Spin the sound. Arul, 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 chant. On the right eye. Left eye.
The 2 years. The two nostrils. Inside the brain. Spin the sound. Arul, 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 au, spin the sound. Arul, 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 au, embrace bliss. Embrace joy. Embrace happiness. Now, slowly, slowly, come back to us.
Take your time to let go as you're coming back to your body awareness, to the physical surroundings. Check or notice the kinds of thoughts that you have now. What do you feel inside of your physical body, your energy bodies? Did you have any visions? Did you experience what it could be like to have miracles every moment of the day for the rest of your life? Did you have insights or some solution to your problems that you're facing? Some relief of the suffering inside of yourself that you notice in the people who are you're surrounded with, and also in the world? Is there some reprieve from it? Some energy coming in and saying everything's going to be okay? And as you're coming back, make a prayer to Dr. Pillai for his grace and blessings to guide you to fill up your consciousness, your body, mind, and soul with Arul, U, and Il, the secret sounds that you cannot even comprehend without the blessings of the Master, let alone experience it. So make a prayer also to Dr. Pillai's mission to bring peace and light and love and super consciousness, intelligence, the highest education to the earth plane. And thank everyone for joining to create a collective space that's safe to dump anything that is no longer serving you, energetically, emotionally, spiritually, intellectually, physically. And pray for those who need it the most, especially during this challenging time. We're wrapping up a year that has been tumultuous, challenging, difficult for many. So pray that the divine wakes up inside of everyone and slowly, slowly come back. So the lights are going to come on. So thanks everyone for joining. Those of you who need to go, have a great rest of your day or evening or whatever time it is for you, and continue to merge with the sounds of Arul, so A, U, and Il. You can watch the recording, you can visit this, you can fast forward it to the meditation. You can play it while you're sleeping even, and continue to get the grace and the blessings, the mercy, the compassion, the ability to forgive, yourself, and also forgive others for any wrongdoings, and finally let it go and feel that lightness of being. So those of you who are going to stay, I'm going to take a look at the chat and just see what everyone has been experiencing. If you would like to share, you certainly can do that. We are inviting people to continue to journey with us during these daily or evening chants, depending on where you are in the world, these sessions that we're coming together at this time. So we're going to continue on. And we're going to have a full moon Shrimbrazi Fire Lab that you're welcome to sign up for. It's free. You have to register for it. And it's on this community events landing page on Pillai Center. So perhaps Radha is here and we'll post that link just to remind people, hey, take a look. Don't miss out. It's going to be on the 29th. And it is an opportunity for some people to sponsor it. So any donation you can do, any amount, submit any amount is as per your ability, your budget. And when you do that, then you can also add your nakshatra or your birth star and your name to that fire lab, and you will really feel the connection, that filling up of divinity. So that's something that you might be interested in. And then again, if you cannot afford it, that's okay. Come and join anyways. And then Dr. Pillai is going to be having a paid service where you can participate at different levels. And he had a webinar today, so check out this community page and you can scroll down and watch the recording. And then afterwards, Gina Lakshmi has also explained in more in depth about the various ways that you can participate. We don't want anybody to blink and miss it. So sometimes people come across these different offerings and they don't understand it, yet they're compelled to be there. Something is burning inside of them. Go feed my soul with this program. So you can also check it out on Pillai Center Academy, although those courses will not be open for another week. But you can just check out the various programs that are going to be offered. And then the links are going to be posted. I believe they're below this video as well. So check it out. You never know. And even if you think, oh my goodness, I cannot afford it, trust that reading about it, that's what the divine says. When you have knowledge that is not everyday knowledge like we get on the internet and we're surfing social media and we're finding out what's happening with COVID or politics or whatever. And we think, oh, that is it. That is the truth. And perhaps it is. It's at an earth plane level. We want to know the truth. So Dr. Pillai is going to be initiating people into the truth of who each and every one of us is. And he is going to awaken that consciousness so that 2021 is a new destiny. We don't know who the heck we were last year. What? It just flew by and so much was going on. We didn't even know if we were going to be getting the COVID or know anyone who did. Some people perished, they've died because of it. Some people are still recovering from it. And then also the problems with politics and the economics challenge or landscape has challenged everyone, around the world. So this is something that's never happened before in history. So perhaps it's the way that the divine is going to come in when we're in isolation, when we've watched Netflix till we can't watch it anymore. Then we will be inspired to do something, go beyond this 3D, three-dimensional earth plane existence, and then unlock the secrets of our soul. So some people may have jumped onto these calls and thought, I don't know how I got here, but I'm sure glad I came. And that's what you love to hear, is that 2021 is going to be a time where you're going to prepare right now. And perhaps you may be invited at the level of the soul to get initiated with Dr. Pillai, kicking off the new year. And he's going to be initiating people into that, a program that will continue on for 30 days till the end of January. It has various components. Again, that link is below, or it can also be accessed on Pillai Center. So that's what I wanted to share with everyone, to make sure that you are keeping your head up, because so many times we get distracted and it's the season, got to get out and do my shopping. Well, maybe not get out and do the shopping, but maybe go online. So we forget to jump back over to Pillai Center and check it out. And then people say, oh my God, I totally forgot, I missed it. But thank goodness that you said something, because then I went back and placed the order. So there are some early bird specials, so discounts that you can look into. Although that early bird special date for that to end is going to be on the 27th. So you have a week. And then you can see, hey, maybe I'm going to participate in this. So see what your soul wants. Why else would you come here? Because you can learn about different things and be intrigued or be ever entertained even on your spiritual path. But your soul is saying, hey, I want more. I don't want to just go with this pandemic situation as I did in the previous year. I want to rise above it. Okay, it's going to go on. And who knows what's going to happen in the rest of the areas of life that could impact me, but you don't want to be sitting in fear or anxiety. You're going to be just moving with grace and ease and upliftment. And then with that, you'll be uplifting everyone in your life, because that's your karma to do that. So whether you signed up for it or not, you are going to be a beacon of light and throw the light into your life, not because you're doing it, is because the grace and the blessings of the spiritual master is awakening your soul to that level of consciousness that says, you know what, it's the time. This is the golden age, and we need to get some people to be able to hold the light and to radiate the light, and not to say, hey, I'm doing it. So it's not something you can think about. You will just be it. And people will be experiencing healings, and you will be like, I didn't do anything, but God bless you. So that's kind of exciting to look forward to in 2021 versus, oh my God, now what's going to happen? So, oh my God, and now what's going to happen is just going to happen. And who are you going to be in it? That's what we're all about here at Pillai Center, is that we're going to be on a mystical adventure. And being with the spiritual master, Dr. Pillai is going to be guiding us at full throttle. So if you like speed, or if you need to speed things up, maybe you're like, oh my God, I don't know what's going to happen. You're going to be feeling that energy, that intelligence, that grace and mercy and compassion of your soul that says, you're ready. You can do this. You got this. So we need that to be awakened. We need to be aligned with it. We need to be in a structured program so we can handle the speed. It's like getting the keys to a rocket ship. What? How do I drive this thing? So that's what we're going to be all about, is to hit the ground running or take off for some people who want to do that. So there are some people who are sharing gratitude. Fabulous. That's what we want to hear about. James is saying, hey, number one, how are you? He didn't say that. I said that to him. For those people who are wondering, what is she talking about? So I feel like I was floating down a river, moving into, sorry, I have to scroll up, moving in a stream. So that's what meditation is. That's the rule of consciousness. It's putting us into a stream of consciousness that is as if we're floating through life, and we are dreaming the dream and living the dream of the divine. So bringing that heavenly consciousness, not like we're looking up and saying, okay, when are you going to come to the earth plane? You're going to feel it from within and be taken into that stream of consciousness and allow that to continue to guide you. So it's not going to be that you're going to stop and start. It's going to be continuing on, building and growing inside of you. So great sharing. Teresa's saying here, I'm so grateful for all the blessings in my life. Awesome. And that's the thing too, is that people get into the holiday season and say, oh, I wish I had more money. I could buy gifts, or I could do these kinds of things. So whatever you have, wherever you are, whatever you have in your life, life itself is something to be rejoicing. It's a miracle. It's a miracle that you are here to understand that there's a higher purpose. There's way more than you can imagine experiencing in life that will give you tremendous joy and happiness, even as the karmas are coming up. And a lot of us have been very challenged. I was very challenged this week. It was very internal. I was going through a lot of emotions, a lot of things that were happening in the background, in family life, at work. My puppy almost died. Had to take her to ICU. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And there's blood everywhere. I'm like, what? And so all I could do was hold on to Arul, hold on to Dr. Pillai's teachings, being at the feet of the master, and just saying, I don't even know if I have faith. I don't even know if I can have positivity. I don't even know if I can come out of this. What is happening? So a lot of people are getting everything stirred up, and karmas are coming. They're flying at you. And it's can be so overwhelming. And we've come through it. So it can be intense at times, but then we have to understand that this too shall pass. And it's not just something that you write or read about as a quote from the Bible. This too shall pass. And it does. Good and not so good passes. However, who are we being in it? And out of those challenging times, those turbulent times, something got birthed into. So it's a season of birth. Christ was born at this time. We birthed the light from the cosmos into us. What the heck does all that mean? It's a higher intelligence. It says miracles are here, but you can't understand it with your mind or your emotions or your skill set. That's just so limited. So Dr. Pillai wants us to speed up our intelligence, to bring in more divinity. And like people have been sharing with me during the turbulent week that has gone by, and including myself, miracles happen. My puppy's alive. And shifts in the relationships. Oh my God, just turning things around so fast. Like, who are we now without all that baggage of the past? And how did that get dissolved away such that we're not emotionally charged? We're just, here we are. Who are we now? And there's joy and there's happiness. Not like we're, deer in headlights. Like, it's more, wow, this is amazing. We're getting so much done. And then those situations in our lives where we felt like, oh, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough of whatever. It doesn't matter. Things happen, things come out of nowhere. So thanks to those people who have been sharing, and you're welcome to do that as well. Send an email to office@PillaiCenter.com and let us know what your miracles are so we can share with Dr. Pillai. And as soon as he hears that, people will say, oh my God, I didn't think he knew me, but I feel him. I see him in my dreams or in my meditations, coming through the light or coming through a picture. Whoa, what is happening to me? You're here to be receiving the highest education because your soul is ready to do that. And collectively, we're going to raise the roof. No more dark ages. We want the golden age to be here, opening up that gateway, keeping it open so the divine will just keep pouring those rays of light into the earth plane, and we're absorbing it. We're able to assimilate it. We're able to digest it, assimilate it, and to bring that or integrate it into our everyday life such that we're just doing everyday stuff and miracles are happening. So you don't have to read big books, or you don't have to know all the mantras. You just have to show up, and your cup will runneth over. So I'm just going to scroll up and see if anyone has any questions or further shared experiences. Johnny is saying, we asked the Lord to teach us to pray, and he said to us, our Father who are in heaven. So we are his sons and daughters. Beautiful. And that's what we get to too, is a lot of us have been raised in various cultures, traditions, religious traditions, and we said the words, or we thought we knew or had an understanding of the teachings or the rituals, the ceremonies, and so on. But then you get on this path with Dr. Pillai, and he just cranks it open such that you're like, oh, you suddenly have this understanding of the holy prayers, the scriptures, across the board, across the traditions. And then what that does, not just words, that's the energy of God. That's the intelligence of God came through the word. So the words are the words. Doesn't matter what language it's in, but the energy, the power of God is coming through. And that's what Arul consciousness will do, is it will enliven your body, your mind, your soul to absorb it. And that's wisdom. So wisdom isn't having a limited understanding. Oh yeah, I read some stuff and yeah, I get it, I know it. Once you know, then you've limited yourself. So we want to go beyond what we know and be unlimited. And have that intelligence right away. So on demand intel is inside. So we want to own that kingdom within. And these programs that Dr. Pillai is going to be opening up, launching in these next couple of weeks, actually less than that. So a week or 10 days from now, we'll be jumping into the new year, and we want to be moving through our life with grace and ease and speed of intelligence. So time is going to go by. It's going to feel like, though, whoa, so much is happening in each second. So much is happening in each moment. And moment after moment, hour after hour, day after day, week after week, month after month. Woo! What happened during 2021, we will say, as we come around full circle. That was amazing. So that's living the outrageous life when you feel that, when you experience it. And Arul consciousness, getting initiated with Dr. Pillai at these power times. So the cosmos is inviting all of us, and the teacher is here. So when the master is ready to impart the teachings, then those students who are ready to receive them, that will line up, and there we go, a whole new world. So reflections, Covenant is saying, Dr. Pillai just gave a message and said, be still, don't be anxious. This is the time to drop our head and listen. Don't allow your head to take over, just be still. Beautiful message. And that's what it's awesome too with this community that is being created, because people are, all of a sudden they're here, and all of a sudden they're enjoying it, and all of a sudden they're just continuing it on, and it's moving so quickly. And yet they are receiving messages and sharing that, inspiring. So inspiration means that the spirit is moving through us. We're inspired to speak. We're inspired to write. We're inspired to motivate others. This is for real. And you are for real. So we want to really experience that reality, which is beyond all of this third dimensional experience, which moves slow. It feels like thin blocks and so on. So it's beautiful that you're sharing here. Johnny's saying here, my fire lab in my fireplace is in ancestor mode with pine cones. I'm thanking my family, 10 generations back on. Maternity or maternal and paternal sides of their blessings and protections. Beautiful. Faraz is saying, hi, sweet church, you're well protected with our God and Master, Dr. Pillai, and you are a divine angel inspiration, guiding light, lots of love and light, Arul. Oh, thank you so much, Faraz. That's beautiful. It was a tricky few days that seemed like everything was flashing. So if you've had that experience where you're just like, oh my God, I cannot find a way out. It's just coming at me and coming at me and coming at me. It's like a hurricane impacting all aspects. So financial, emotional, spiritual, relationship, job. Who the heck am I being in this? When is it going to end? And then that being still and just staying focused on the master, and then doing the teachings, no matter how you think you're doing them, just show up and do it, and know that Dr. Pillai is the one who is bringing you here at the level of the soul to drink up the cup of this divine intelligence, and which is so much more powerful. It's all knowing, is present everywhere, Arul consciousness. So for those of you who are new, or even those of you who've been around for a while, including myself, who was initiated into Arul consciousness a quarter of a century ago, 25 years ago, and it is continually unfolding and surprising me in ways that I can't even imagine. The grace, the mercy, the compassion that comes through. And it's like a big head scratcher when I come out of it on the other side going, wow, what was that? And yet, oh my God, this is awesome. This is a way better place that I could ever imagine. And then the miracles are there. So thank you so much for sharing that for us. Faraz is also saying here, in yesterday's webinar, Babaji asked us to spin a rule clockwise, anti-clockwise in the brain, also up and down inside of our brain. So to the up, going up, and imagine it coming down, going back and forth, spinning around clockwise, spinning around counterclockwise, pulsing in our brain. So imagining that it's actually happening, because that's our birthright. We didn't know we had this intelligence inside of us. So that's beautiful. So for us, is saying also going to be doing 9 circles clockwise and anti-clockwise with Babaji's Mula Mantra. Oh, awesome. So enjoy that. Thank you so much, Nicole. Johnny is saying here, money is a spiritual karma, and we must always praise money and speak good of money. Stocks, bonds, gold, diamond, platinum, real estate, etc. Yes, we have to honor that God is in everything. And if we have been raised like many of us, or we're carrying over in previous lifetimes, vows of being a monk or a nun, where we said, we don't need money, we don't need anything, we just need a begging bowl. And that's a hard consciousness to crack open and be in this lifetime, where we're not perhaps monks or priests or nuns or, highly spiritually committed people in that sense, where we're locked away from the world. We're in the world, we are of the world, and we're bringing that consciousness in. So we need to honor money. It's God. So it's not something that you are greedy about. We must have it to have comfort and to be able to give, to go beyond. And speaking of giving, this is the season also. So tithing is a divine law. People think, oh, tithing is made up. It's not. So that was a big awakening, because we used to put the money in the basket in church when we were kids and family growing up in the Catholic Church. And I didn't never understand it. I was just told, okay, you put a certain percentage into the basket and then whatever. And it gets distributed wherever it did. But as a kid, you're just like, whoa, I don't even know what that is all about, but I've heard it, and tithing, and then kind of get away from it. And then coming with Dr. Pillai, this is a spiritual checkbox. So you've done your mantras, you're doing your meditations, you're being a good person, you're taking care of your health, you're taking care of all the responsibilities in your life, you're doing it to the best of your ability. And then what we need to do is we need to make sure that we do our tithing. So be charitable with your time, your energy, your resources, money. So you can go on to Tripura Foundation. It's so super easy. You don't have to go to India. And you can read about the different programs. And you can see how those people who have been studying with Dr. Pillai for some time, it is for you to understand what your planet's are your major and minor planetary periods are, right? Those are the planets that are guiding you to get grace and blessings. So they will be guiding you to get rid of some karma. And how you do that is you become aware of tithing. You become charitable. You do something for others. You don't even know them. And then you will be compelled to, maybe, like me, I am in my 19 years of Saturn as my major planetary period. And it means that I must be charitable. I must be doing something spiritual. I must be evolving. Otherwise, it's going to be drudgery. That's what Saturn does. It kind of grinds us down. So being charitable is something that you will go, maybe you'll be interested in. For me, for Saturn, I'm interested in, or compelled to. It's not like I have an interest. It's like I'm always thinking, oh, I'm going to be participating in helping the kids or doing another program. And then I see the elderly. So Saturn, it represents the elderly, the aged, those people who are struggling and no one to take care of them. And they can't work. They can't do anything but bless us. And how they do it, they don't know us. They don't phone us up. They don't dial us up on Skype or IM us or, Insta. They are just there, connected to our soul. And our soul is relieved, to know that you uplifted someone who eventually you'll get to that age and stage in your life. And if you have that awareness, oh my goodness, Saturn is telling me, be kind to the elderly, those people who are handicapped in any way, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually as well. So whatever your major planetary ruler is, the major planet that has an influence in your life, and also minor planetary rulers, you can find out, get a live astrology consultation through Astroved. We have some great astrologers here at Pillai Center. Swami Nivali and also Lalita Varahi are really fabulous Western astrologer, or they're Vedic astrologers from the West. They're also longtime students of Dr. Pillai, very spiritual people, and they have the ability to bring the teachings of astrology to light. That's what Jyotish is. It's throw the light on my problem. I can't see the way out. So if you're interested in that, you can check out live astrology consultations. There are also other astrologers too on Astroved that you can, if you're resonating with, and just trust in your intuition that is going to guide you. And then when you find out what your planet is, then you will know, oh my God, I can go and help people. Maybe you have a Mercury ruling in. That represents kids and education. So you might want to help the kids and get them educated in phonemic intelligence. Maybe you'll want to be even taking phonemic intelligence course and then sharing it with others. So this is what is happening when we jump on this path with Dr. Pillai. He starts to give us all the clues, but he doesn't ever say, you must do this. And no one would ever say that anyways. It's just something that maybe your soul is saying, okay, where do I go next? What do I do now? How do I navigate with this Aurora consciousness? If you're new or to the mantras, what else is there out there? So you can find out what is your birth chart and what is happening in your life right now, so that when 2021 comes upon us, which is not too far away, okay, this is my higher self. This is that's part of myself that is connected to these cosmic events and these cosmic beings. I'm on a spiritual path, but I don't know how to do it beyond this physical knowing or understanding. So check out tripurafoundation.org and also astroved.com, and maybe you'll be drawn to any of those ways that you can evolve your soul. Super easy. It's online. You don't have to go. So anywhere. So, oh, great. So Radha Harris posted on Pillai Center Practice. Tripura Foundation is a charity founded by Dr. Pillai that empowers impoverished people to uplift to a higher standard of life. And the link is there. Johnny's saying here, I received a lot of nectar from you also, Sutrita, that shows that Babaji's students are on the right path. And that's truly, when people say these kinds of things, I can only say that it is because of Dr. Pillai, because not too long ago, I was down and out and I didn't know which way was up. So thank you for noticing that it is the grace still coming through, even though I'm going through a mosh pit of some karma that can be really dragging me down energetically and also in my emotions or in my thoughts. So the grace and blessings, again, there it is. It's coming through. It's going on. So that's what we want to know, and we want to share with everybody here. You may think you're having a bad hair day, if not like a lot of bad hair days, or your life is hairy. It's just all over the map. It's like an Einstein haircut day. You don't have to stress, because that is what's happening in the 3D plane is not the reality. And that's what you can always trust, that Dr. Pillai is guiding us to experience whatever it is that we need to, because that's our karma, and then allow your commitment to your spiritual path, to your ability. Go get initiated if you haven't experienced an initiation with Dr. Pillai. And if you have experienced an initiation, you know, oh, this is the next one, the building blocks of my consciousness. So we get initiated and it grows, and it creates that strong, solid foundation where you have unshakable faith, even in your darkest moments that carry on for more than moments. They're hours and days, and it's painful day in and day out. So Dr. Pillai's grace and blessings with the initiations that are coming up through the fire ceremonies, through the different courses that are offered through Pillai Center Academy. Go check that out. Read about it. Just read about it. And that's going to awaken something inside of you. And you will feel Dr. Pillai's grace and blessings coming through, just like you're sharing here. It's coming through. And trust me, I was going, am I going to have a heart attack? I'm just so sad. So thanks to everyone here. We have a beautiful spiritual experience, a community of people who are evolved. And that's amazing that we're able to find one another. And that's where science and technology that we have today, computers and live webcams coming through YouTube and Zoom and so on, we can really connect with people and at the level of the soul and be encouraged. So thanks for your prayers and your kind words, everyone. So Reflections is saying, Dr. Pillai said we should say this mantra 108 times and make it our mantra, be still, God will do it. Awesome. Be still, and God is going to do it. God will do it. So try it out. And why 108? Well, when you use your beads, your prayer beads, or they can be a rosary, and you can just be saying the mantra, and it's in English words. You can even say it in your own language if English is difficult for you. So don't worry. There are no hard and fast rules with Dr. Pillai. He just wants you to try it. Once you get to 108, just pause. Even if you think, oh, I was all over the place, hit that 108 bead and you sing, be still, and know that God is doing it. Then you, whoa, it's happening. And you will feel this release of some kind of challenging energy around you, so that you are changed, your destiny is changed. And then you take the steps and the miracles happen in your life. So we need to align with miracle consciousness. We've got to peel away like the layers, the skin of the onion. We cry all the way through the peeling process, but we get to the middle, there's nothing there. So all the tears that are shed, all the crying for no reason is kind of painful sometimes too. But then we get to, as Dr. Pillai says, you've got to become nobody to become somebody. So we want to get into that state where we just don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. And then the God consciousness, which is our birthright, then it is in the space, and we've tapped into it. So, Johnny's saying here, lots of people are using Babaji's teachings and knowledge are in the closet. I am not. I give him credit for what I learned from him. Thank you, Ashavet. Oh, wonderful. That's great. So we never know. And please, people are always say, oh, I wish I was like so-and-so. They shared about this. You are where you're at because that's what you need to do. And never, ever, 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 never, ever compare yourself to anyone because you are you. You are God consciousness. And never even compare yourself to yourself because who you can be in an instant is something so outrageous. It comes over you. You can't even articulate it. Some shift happened and there's an exponential lift in your energy. You feel maybe some karma got released. Maybe you feel like, okay, I'm settled. Maybe your shoulders will come away from your ears and just relax. You won't be so intense. You'll be like, where did my anxiety go? And you'll try to find it. You'll try to poke it. You'll try to make it happen. And it's like, no, just not there. That is a miracle because who can pay for that? You can't put a price on it. So trust that you are on the right path. And Sushmita is saying here, I'm praying for a job. And that's what we've heard from so many people who jump in and then they commit to like a 30-day program coming up. And they go, what can happen in 30 days? And they can't believe it. They not only have one job offer, they have many job offers, and they get to choose what is going to be beyond whatever they even thought that they could manifest, or even what that was available to them. So doors really will open in very profound and truthful ways. It's like, whoa, I didn't know that was possible for me. So please, if you're new to the teachings, even if you've been around for a while, you say, oh, I've done this, or I've been with Dr. Pillai, I'm okay, I don't have to. That is the moment where just stop, be still, as people have been sharing here. And then do the roll and say, feel that speed and then see, oh, wow, I almost missed out. Many people say that, I almost missed out. I almost talked myself out of it, and I'm so glad I didn't. So that is where we know that we are really responsible for every thought we think. And then we take the action steps based on the intel that comes in from inside and pings us. And the first thing we do, it's so natural, is to negate it. No, this is not going to happen. How is it going to happen? When, where, why, who, what? All those WH questions. That just doesn't even come up. You're just like, well, this is happening. Awesome. So please, everyone, take a look at the different links that we posted here. We will see you. I'm going to be tag teaming with our fabulous friend, Padmaji Ujwala, who has been hosting the past few days these calls. So she'll be jumping in, I think, tomorrow, and then I'll be tagging her and doing some throughout this week as well, right to the very end. So we'll take you right to the very end and even across Christmas time. So please be here and fill yourself up, because we all know that it's going to be a very different holiday season for people, whether you're going to go in, whether you are able to go and be with your pod of people, like we can here in Toronto, Canada. We can go to somewhere where we know the people, and it's a certain amount of people that we can celebrate the Christmas, but not everyone can do that, depending on where you are in the GTA, Greater Toronto Area. So, or maybe we celebrate virtually, but how are we going to connect with people is what these teachings will help us to keep filling ourselves up with that spiritual energy, and then watch the miracles happen, or not watch it, you'll be it. And you'll just be so surprised that you know, maybe you've had funky holiday seasons, whether it's Christmas or Hanukkah, whatever it is that you celebrate during this time, or don't celebrate. Maybe you just never wanted to. You were just hoping it would just go by already, finish up already. Aren't we done yet? And, you know, bah humbug. And then you just like, oh my God, I love this. This is awesome. So fill yourself up, keep coming, keep committing to your spiritual evolution. And you just never know, your gift that you may receive will be a gift that keeps on giving. You'll be charitable with your time, your energy, your money, resources. You'll feel so good. You'll still feel so fulfilled. That's what we're here to do. So enjoy. God bless you all. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you when we see you next. We're going to see you tomorrow. We're jumping in with Ujwala Padmaji. And she'll be guiding everyone. And then I'll see you as well. So thanks to Dr. Pillai. Thanks to everyone here. Radha, Bhairavi, everybody who has been participating, helping out with the chat. And all of you fabulous friends. 'Tis the season. Let's get some more joy and light and peace. And we'll see you when we see you next. Namaste.